patience of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
Shoots. The shot's good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
The shot by Wilson, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Morris.
Why did you not shoot?
Middleton's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
They're not
the shot by Brogdon, wide open.
Broadcast stop. Sorry.
All 3 off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Got that one up quick. Rozier's got 7.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Back to Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He's got 9.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
There's Mr. Clutch, defended by Middleton. Offensive rebound. Morris passes to Mr. Clutch. Stolen against. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
In the corner, it's Morris. There's Mr. Clutch. He's got 24. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here's Brogdon. Guarded closely. Here's Antetokounmpo. Morris with the rebound.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Stolen by Henson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Stolen by Henson. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Coverage that turned into no coverage.
For 3, Middleton. And Rozier pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Milwaukee's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there it is for him. 15 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Time call here. The Celtics decide. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum out there with Horford. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Hayward. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the shooting guard position.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. First free throw is good. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm, too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. And there's the basket. Good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 26. Brogdon against Irving. Brogdon the pass to Wilson. Stolen. Here's Irving. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second
No.
half, he's making everything.
Middleton outside.
Right now I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I'm broadcasting on YouTube.
21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Got to try to body Giannis up and knock him off balance because he's very consistent on the interior.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his 5th foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Mr. Clutch
28
uses
points.
the glass to finish the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 4 this quarter.
And Irving really showing great strides.
You need help?
His passing, wanting to be a more effective score generator.
Monroe, no good.
That's
And
true.
forcing the miss there.
You don't need me to go with you?
Defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Mr. Clutch.
And 1. Oh my god, I gotta go in, bro.
Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Middleton, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in.
30 points.
Bucks leading by 15.
Happy Hanukkah.
And stolen by Hayward.
No, he's not.
Over on
He stays
Kubo.
sometimes longer.
Hayward
What time
can't
is it?
And
It's only
usually the
5:30.
mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net.
He'll be here by
To
6.
be more aggressive moving forward.
Oh man, my
The
god.
kick out to Antetokounmpo.
Fuck Antetokounmpo.
Back to Snell.
Oh, hell no, I ain't gonna let you score. Yeah, someone's watching.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford positioning himself perfectly and swats that shot away.
Monroe's shot is good. Celtics trail by 17.
You sure you don't need me to go, Tata?
Clutch.
Oh, nope, not gonna shoot that. Right
Pass
there.
to Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, it's hit him.
Both of buckets. It's raining.
It's supposed to start snowing soon.
Monroe dishes to Snell.
Yeah, wait till it starts
Here's the
snowing.
screen. Swiped it away. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Hayward right side. And the pass to Mr. Clutch. The kick out to Irving.
Oh,
And it's off from 3-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They get it back.
Yeah.
Up to the wing.
oh fuck.
To Snell. The
Nope.
baseline J off the mark.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Here's Mr. Clutch, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. Brent, if your team won't be competing for a championship, talk about the balance between giving your first-round picks or young players the playing time they need to develop against making them earn their minutes. That's a very fragile movement back and forth.
I agree, Kevin. Such a tight rope to walk because you don't want to upset veterans on your team who still want to go out and compete on a nightly basis. And you also want to make sure that your rookies just aren't opening the door for them to go out and do whatever it is they want to do on the floor because of your team's situation. So I think that's where the communication between the coach and the staff and how it is that the player is developing, you just don't dole out the minutes for that player's progression.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots. from close range.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now with a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He gave them props for their defense. He said the defense has been outstanding. Keep
Oh my God, no.
forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
This
Wow.
on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Mr. Clutch. In the corner, it's Morris. Horford with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Snatched up.
All the time in the world to get that one on.
Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one on Monroe. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. Bucks leading by 12. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Snell. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's...
Oh my God, damn it.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Missed.
Antetokounmpo rebounded by the Celtics.
Pissed off, man. A good turnover.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
Short.
They get it back.
There you go.
Good on that.
Okay, I was
shot
about to
for
say,
that.
you
The
missed
Bucks
that one.
lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Al Horford.
You like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
Odds in the pass to Monroe. Basket counts. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Horford. Kick by Horford. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Oh my God.
Snell.
Damn it.
Snell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Oh.
Mr. Clutch. He dishes it to Morris. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Tries again. And he banks in the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 40 points.
Just creating havoc.
We're getting full contributions from him right now.
Back to Brogdon. It's tipped.
Get that rebound. Oh my God, damn it.
Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from 14. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Passes to Mr. Clutch. And
Yes!
off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Mr. Clutch has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Out to Hayward. Lets it go with a 3.
Oh.
One doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And even 3-on-3 break. Snell, that's good. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves.
Aw.
A gutty performance.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
might be. It's good. Mr. Clutch has got 44. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his third foul of the game.
The jump shot's working, so
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vaughn. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moments throughout this game, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor.
I had a good game.
Did you get this, girl? I'm not kidding. Answer my question. You found it in your car. Did you use it? No. Do you understand how much danger you could have put us in? You know the rules about not contacting anyone from now. This was the first time, and I didn't even say. You could have just destroyed everything that we have been through the last few months. Leave her alone. This wouldn't be happening if you would have paid attention to her. What, me? Yes, you. Did you send any text messages or make any phone calls I should know about? No, never. Let's put it all out there so I can deal with it now. And I didn't even get to say goodbye to myself. Now I have nobody. No friends, nobody to talk to, nobody to invite to my sleepovers. Our whole lives are ruined. It's not the same for you. You're grown up. You can just get in a car and go to a job. Or hang out and do whatever you want. Please, Ray, we didn't ask for anything.
Season 2, part
One of the biggest fundamentals in basketball to help you improve your park game and definitely get more park wins is the whole concept of proper spacing and moving without the basketball. So here's a great example of where we dump the ball inside. We know the strong side is wherever the ball is. So we got the ball here on the strong side post. That means we move the ball corner pocket. Let's keep it moving. Whether it's college or pros, you'll see a lot of teams implement 3-on-3 just basic structures before they introduce their full 5-man offense. A concept that is really successful in the 3-on-3 is the side pick and roll. One thing that I suggest you guys do is use the screen. There's not a lot of patience in the playground. When you run the side pick and roll, you want this weak side shooter to fill the corner. This gives this 2-man game a lot more.
No, I'll go with you. Part 2.
I prefer that when you're doing side pick and roll, that the defender is on the other side, allowing the ball carrier to get to the middle. When we get the ball to the middle of the pick and roll, it opens up our passing lanes and makes the decision making for the ball carrier much easier. I do hope that you guys got something out of this. There is something to be learned when you're watching other guys play here. So until next time, winners win, and I'm out.
We are back.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome.
When are we gonna go?
Here on 2K Sports.
Yeah, wait, I want to play one more 2 more games. Wait. Oh wait, let me at least play one more game because I'm on broadcast right now. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I can go. I have a pair I can wear. Look, I'm broadcasting.
It's the Eastern Cup, and
well, guys, he told me they're up against a team that's really...
Thanks, David. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Hayward. Then it's Tatum. And it's Horford in at the 5. And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their game. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint, Kevin. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Orlando grabs the miss, coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Puts it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Stripped away. Pass to Hayward. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Payton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Philadelphia. To the middle. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fellow's impressive.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening. This is it to Mr. Clutch. Nice ball movement by Boston. The pass to Horford. Out to the right wing.
I just can't get it to go down right now.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
There's Mr. Clutch.
Wow.
His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for. Fournier, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Orlando, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
There's Mr. Clutch looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants, and then gets his shot off in time.
Here's Isaac. Offensive rebound. Gordon kicks to
How
Payton.
the hell are you able to do the offensive rebound? Oh, yeah, okay.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Boston.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the 3-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
Here's Isaac. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The dish to Payton. There's the 3. That shot misses. And it's Boston the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
The layup off target.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Mr. Clutch, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Here's Irving, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Oh my God, that's been that
To the wing
bad.
right side. Tatum passes to Mr. Clutch. Let's the three.
There we go. Bang.
Down the three ball. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points in the game.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Pass to Isaac. He feeds it to Gordon. He kicks it to Vucevic. Over Horford. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Oh my, that's a goaltend! Man.
Fading outside.
Oh, what else can I?
Down low, we know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender, and because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those two guys come to mind right away, and having that skill of drawing fouls.
The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Magic leading by 4. Fournier sets the pick for Payton. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. A three-pointer, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come
There
out
you
with
go.
a lot more energy and effort so far.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. It'll be very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Live on YouTube. NBA.
For the Celtics. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, we got Hayward. Horford is out there with Tatum. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Irving in at the 1. Now, here's Vucevic.
Come on.
And the Magic lead by 8.
And Vucevic is a guy who constantly keeps defenders guessing when he has the ball deep in the post. Just an excellent finisher at the rim.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Bucks put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He put up numbers that...
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by Al Horford. Gordon kicks to Payton. 6 on the shot clock.
Let's see, let's see something. recon against this. Why am I here? There's a message, display a message, display. It's to speaks.
Maximum volume.
Vucevic to the pass to Hezonja.
Nope.
Rebound, Boston.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Ooh.
Yeah.
To the line. That one on Vucevic.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Hey, Mama, not right now because you set that in a while. When maybe you're done with that.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
I know, after I told you that.
A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike.
Who's guarding him? Oh, my God.
When he had his chance. And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 12.
Kyrie.
On the way from for 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Payton kicks to Gordon. Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Hayward.
Yeah, Hayward. There you go.
In the floater. Hayward's got 6 points.
Oh, such.
So trying to, like. What's up? Flying this one. Yo, it actually's working. Just wish I could get this to.
The field shot there, the floater.
Picked by Vucevic. Hezonja kicks to Payton.
Use the mic. Let's go. Come on. There you go.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. It's tipped.
That should have been a foul.
The reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
It's offensive. Oh, my God.
You talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively.
Wow.
He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star.
Isaac misses.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 12. Hayward outside. Tatum passes to Mr. Clutch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
It's Hezonja in the corner. That's in. Coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 5 here tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Great hustle defensively through the first half. Contesting everything and racking up.
I want to take off chat. Let's see if this will work. I'm doing broadcast. Okay. Yeah. There. There we go.
Now here's Peyton. He has 5. For 3. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the middle. Here's Mr. Clutch. Out to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. 14
I got comments.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 16.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Fournier pulls it down.
Well, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
Fournier sets the pick for Peyton. Pick by Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Irving. Fournier dishes to Vucevic from 12 feet out. And he gets that one to go off the front eye. Peyton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mr. Clutch, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To the right side. And on the way from Irving.
There we go, Kyrie.
He's it from 3-point range. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And there's a whistle that goes
So I got comment and subscriber.
And so it's Orlando. Look.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists, and I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, the big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Peyton is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season. Nice job exploiting that mismatch. Realized he had a smaller defender on him and went right to the mid-range jam.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Started by Fournier.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
And the second free throw, good. Magic leading by 13. Pass to Isaac. Vucevic with it. He's got 6. Here's Gordon. And the shot no good, a bit short. The feed to Tatum. Celtics passing it around.
Thank you.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
There we go.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
And defensively,
Thanks, Mama.
this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt,
wow, that's ball.
Err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Good defense.
Get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. In the corner, it's Hayward. Outside Irving. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Inside, elbow shot. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Horford.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And stolen by Tatum. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Six on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Magic leading by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Oh, wow, I jumped too early.
When you're guarding Fournier, you just have to be really careful. I mean, he's an uncanny player who's talented and really good at drawing contact as he goes to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Magic.
Okay, storing this thing down.
Celtics trail by 7.
I'm not
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Rozier. Here's Mr. Clutch, who's guarded by Fournier. Dishes it to Morris. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters, unselfish, defensive-minded, and Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that, and he also was very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious.
Good defense was here.
A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
And they pick up 2. 23 points for Mr. Clutch.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit. Like they
Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Gary Payton comes in for Fournier. Boston also with the sub. Horford's checked in. Mr. Clutch. And Roberson pulls it down.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Counted, and the Orlando lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket for Mr. Clutch. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's the Magic up 7. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Hey, bottom line is...
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us.
That's true.
Celtics trail by 7. On the court for the Celtics. This is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Mr. Clutch out there with Rozier. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. There's Mr. Clutch. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Wells.
Why?
And instead, it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
Here's Robertson. And Morris comes over to help. Gordon kicks to Biombo.
Celtics ball.
Boston takes possession.
He just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Celtics trail by 7. Wells passes to Mr. Clutch. Plays it up and banks it in. Mr. Clutch has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. Now here's Payton. Pass to Isaac. Takes it to Biombo. Feeds it to Gordon. The 15-footer. Rebound by Mr. Clutch.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Picked by Horford. Jumper off the screen.
That was what I wanted to do, but Horford got in the way.
Here's Robertson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Tips it.
Horford, what are you doing?
With the rebound. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Robertson dishes to Payton.
I'll get Kyrie back in again, man. Kyrie's on the
Shot
floor.
clock at 5. And
how you allowed him into the paint is crazy, yo. So fucking crazy.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mr. Clutch.
Oh, my Lord.
And they'll keep possession. Here's Horford.
Wow. Okay, never mind.
In the low post, it goes.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Inside. Out to Payton. Gordon a screen. High, arcing shot. 5 on the clock. Count it. Gordon's got 10 points in just the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The pass to Mr. Clutch. Biombo.
Wow.
And this is something Biombo excels in. Timing and blocking shots.
Payton outside. And they double up Payton. He dishes it to Gordon. Over Hayward. Here's Biombo. Good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, Bismack Biyombo is a defensive-minded center. Amazing the story that got him to the NBA. I mean, grew up in the Congo, a lot of trials and tribulations along the way, but perseverance prevailed, and Biyombo is now an NBA player. You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Isaac. Rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got his fourth.
Homemade what?
One here tonight.
Hey,
And Biombo signing a 4-year,
why now?
$1 million contract with the Magic last season.
There we go, wide open.
Riches, wow.
Yeah, big time. And the best part of this rags to riches story is how he's giving
We
back
do.
or
Oh yeah,
paying
never mind. We don't
forward
make
to
homeland.
his homeland. Building
I know.
schools and basketball courts in the Congo, and he's lifting up country
There we go.
through basketball and education. That's a
Drop the milk.
powerful combination, and really an excellent
Yes,
use
4-point game.
of the platform and the resources afforded Biombo by way of the NBA.
Out left to the wing. Gordon a screen, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming.
Stop.
Tatum, he's checked in
Wait
for
up.
Boston. Celtics trail by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now. Offense.
Hayward, no, my
The call
lord.
will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Pass to Isaac. The dish to Robertson. Picked by Vucevic.
5, 4,
And Robertson
3.
kicks
Who
the
is
paint.
guarding that guy?
The Magic again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. To the inside.
Oh, my
nice
lord.
defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Robertson. He's covered by Irving. Robertson, the pass to Vucevic. Over Horford. And it's Vucevic missing. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebounded by
Wow, that's bullshit.
Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Robertson has it in the corner. Gordon a screen. Floats one. Here's Vucevic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Sometimes, quite simply, getting a hand in the face of Vucevic is not enough. He doesn't buckle when the defense tightens up.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Mr. Clutch. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Evan Fournier is checked in for Orlando.
Well, you know, as the NBA continues to change, Nikola Vucevic is an interesting case study. He's got the skill level for today's game, but the question is, does he have the mobility? He's not that quick of foot, and that's
Yeah, this guy's fast.
problematic.
I can't think of
Fournier
it.
for 3. Rebound Boston. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And on the way from Irving for 3.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throw it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
What the hell?
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Evan Fournier.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Celtics trail by 7. Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 7 now in this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And Fournier kicks to Payton. He feeds it to Vucevic.
Nope. Come on, we still have a chance. Let's go. Let's go, Boston.
That's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution.
Oh, I should have got the end one.
But you're right. They're happy with that shot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Come on.
There's a screen.
Keep going. 3, 2.
Fournier.
Nope.
Hayward grabs the board. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 12-4 run.
I'm not going to shoot that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Hayward passes to Mr. Clutch.
Oh, fakes. Oh, I can't. Oh, Hayward finishes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this is going on YouTube. This is being broadcast, so, you know. Oh, my God, please don't. Thank God, yes, we still have a chance.
Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth.
We don't need to shoot threes, that's the problem.
3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Hayward dishes to Horford. And Tatum, down the break. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over. Turned up.
And well, yes, time. Shit for time. What?
Going to the line for one.
Irving's got him falling right now.
Someone's watching. Yeah.
Down the clutch free throw.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Alder.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right?
Damn it.
It's a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Then we'll see how they respond.
The pass to Mr. Clutch. Back to Irving.
I don't want to have to deal with this.
Mr. Clutch.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Both free throws, good for Mr. Clutch.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
They should have gone.
Picked by Vucevic. There's the screen. Pass to Isaac.
Where's my guy?
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, missed it.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The score not at 106. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Wow.
Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Well, if you have great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number one. Getting going right now. Tip-off goes to Orlando. On the floor for Orlando. And the Celtics also making a change. Mr. Clutch is checked in for Wells. Celtics trail by 3.
Yeah, boy.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
And one.
He's fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Both good from the line that time. Magic shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Pick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Vucevic. The feed to Robertson. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Hayward. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Hayward leading the charge.
Yes.
That puts them in the lead. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Right side, Irving. He kicks to Tatum.
Come on, Tatum, knock that down.
And it's off from three-point range. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 1. Vucevic.
And Vucevic is just a gamer. Somebody who accepts the responsibility of coming up big when his team needs it.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The kick out to Irving. Right wing, pocket 6. Got a piece of
Oh my God.
but they recover.
There you go. Oh. They played good defense on me.
Here's Isaac. And Robertson has it in the corner. Shot from 12. That one, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Hayward passes to Mr. Clutch. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that ties the game up.
What's your YouTube name?
He's off.
Matthew, what's my YouTube name? Papagotch 2, right? My YouTube name. No, but you know, it's a different name because of a stupid thing.
On the free throw, unable to get that second one.
Yes.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
I'm broadcasting. Right on YouTube. Go on YouTube. You can see me play.
Payton dishes to Gordon.
Go to my channel, and I'm on YouTube. I'm literally.
And Robertson gets the boot.
You want to delete it? Just go back to that. Good block.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
Come on, come on.
Dishes it to Hayward.
Right at.
Kicks it to Irving. Picked by Horford. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Foul
Call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving.
Yeah! Let's go!
Possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 4. We got 33 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game.
41 points for me. Yeah, I think that. Hurry up, you only got 33 seconds. I'm playing this game.
Payton outside. Pass to Isaac. Feeds it to Vucevic. Shot from the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah!
Low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot.
It's popping off?
Offense. They can
Okay,
get
thank
a
God.
much
That's why I wrote
better
to
look
Ron.
than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And a
Yeah, I know, but
second
you had to type in Papagotch to get to it.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really,
Yeah,
really
2 people are watching, you and Ron. I know Ron's watching now. I have a, you see I have a comment. Look at the bottom. I have a comment.
21 seconds left to play in the second overtime.
I have 10 subscribers now. Maybe 11. Ron subscribes.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Irving with the steal. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
3 people are not watching.
There's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, honey. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those 5 seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean,
now,
it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap
43 points.
To stay cool at the and finish it off.
So we see Boston get the win here. A double over
119 to 114.
Really take its toll on the...
Who's the best now?
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you guys
now it freaking starts to talk.
Look for yourself against the defense.
Thanks so much. I tried to find the spaces and the gaps that they may be slow to cover. But when we have the ball moving around like the team did today, it's easy to stay in a rhythm and see plenty of shots. And tonight I was able to convert.
The ball really was moving. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I'll probably play one more game. This house review. I'll probably play one more game. Yo, they can still hear me. They can hear me. Oh, but I've been able to drop over 40 these last 2 games. I'm the best player in the league right now. Let's see if I can continue the play. Well, I've been able to drop over 40 these last 2 games. I'm the best player in the league right now. Let's see if I can continue the play. That's awesome.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I can't know. Thanks for subscribing, NBA2K amazing. If you're watching this, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot more of these videos every day, starting tomorrow. This is my first time broadcasting on YouTube, and you get to see how good I am on the court. Let's get this last game tonight going.
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight, gives you a great idea. And before...
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that
Thank you, David. And both these teams can go deep into their benches. Chris, what's it like to play on a stacked team? A team that has a huge number of players that can...
Let's go.
A lot of teams...
The only person can put up in this game.
It just relieves a lot of the pressure. As starters, you want to try to get a lead or play well, and you hope the bench comes in and just holds off the next team or comes in with a nice pace. But when you're playing with a great team, you can actually hope that bench comes in and do better than you. You can actually hope that bench comes in and kind of raises the pace on that other team. But most importantly, what those benches do, and I know for Sacramento, they really keep the integrity of the team in practice every day. Because they're out there.
I always get to start off struggling the first half and somehow turn on in the second. A lot of times I have about 9 points when I at halftime and somehow end up with 40 in the end of the game. It's crazy, but you know. Getting better each day in this. It's a foul is called. But my jump shot and my 3-pointers are still not going down, which really sucks right now. I have to keep going to the paint. But
ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got.
Hell, I'm still the best player right now in the league. Like, best scorer in the league, at least. It's been crazy.
And it's Olynyk.
I haven't been able to prove.
Roaming the paint.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke in the line.
So the screen. They're doing a pretty good job guarding me. Kyrie for 3. Got it.
I like how Irvin fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot.
I'm the league scorer in the league. Kyrie's the leading 3-point shooter in the league.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Screen by Olynyk. It's blocked.
It's blocked by Tatum. As for some reason, Chris Bosh is back in the league. Don't know what he's doing on this team right now. That's really weird. I thought he retired.
Waiters got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Mr. Clutch. He's looking for...
There you go, perfect pass. Horford knocks it down.
First basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Excellent job by Horford to shoot that as soon as he caught it. Just outstanding and giving the D no time to react.
Dragic against Irving. To the left side wing. Bosh kicks to Waiters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Winslow.
Good defense by me.
The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Mr.
Pat's
Clutch.
First jump shot knocks it down.
Mr. Clutch has got his first basket.
Look at this. I like this team.
Need to get those going. Been in the struggle shooting the jump shot. I'm only shooting them about 20%, so I gotta get that going. Been working on it though a lot.
A shot that time, not on target. And it's Boston the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, it is always a great feeling when you go
play some good defense on me.
Double OT in this case, and are able to come away with that win.
Good screen again by Horford, and I cannot make the shot. They've been playing really good defense so far on me. Question is, can they keep it up? Because not many teams are able to keep up their defense on me. Even when I'm struggling.
Fires at the elbow.
And knocks down jump shot.
Good. Waiters got 5 now.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Here's the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch.
To the basket again. I am struggling right now. I am right now 1 for 4. Just hasn't been able to make it. And now I just gotta foul myself.
That's his first foul. Just under
That's not working though
in the first quarter.
But I'll get it going. I know I will. And nice shot there from Dragic.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offense.
Passes it to Mr. Clutch.
It's here to play good defense on me. I'm trying to give myself space to operate. Nice screen there from Tatum again. But again, see, Horford 4-3. It will not go down.
No good. The Heat with the lead. And Al Horford, a cornerstone player. Chris, he's that straw that...
Good shot there, and Miami goes up by 4.
I mean, you know he's a winner. I mean, anybody can remember his career from his days at the University of Florida where he won a championship.
Hayward passes to Mr. Clutch.
There to do that nice pass there for me to Al Horford, and Al Horford knocks it in.
Nice look, recognizing he had
Good start for Al Horford, and I have 3 assists so far.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Raiders kicks to Bosch. There's Dragic with the 3.
And that won't go, and a rebound by Hayward, which he just stole the rebound from me.
With this year's team.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
See what they're doing with me. Another good pass, and Horford again knocks it in. A great start for Al Horford.
For Miami, they've gone.
With me struggling, I need someone else to start going good. Kyrie's been great, but we need Horford to get going too.
There's the pick.
As Waiters puts it up, he'll get through the screen, can't finish though.
Now Boston takes it the other way. Tatum passes to Mr.
There's a bad pass now. Step back here. Trying to get to the basket and finally get it to go in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Miami trailing. Pass to Bosch.
Good defense by Tatum. A nice shot there from Chris Bosch. A returning Chris Bosch apparently this year. No, this is NBA 2K18. Chris Bosch for some reason is back, which is a good thing, but he will never be back in the NBA, is what he said. And I continue to struggle, and I have 2 fouls. And now we're losing as I come back in.
Here's Dragic. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Dion Waiters. Olynyk is out there with Winslow. Then there's Dragic, and it's Walters in at the 2. Waiters no luck.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He had 43 points.
And a foul.
He usually does. Got to the foul line.
So throw it down over Kelly Olynyk.
He absolutely stole the show. It felt like he was everywhere all the time. It'll be interesting to see how he follows it up, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got him on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full speed energy basketball at its greatest.
And again, I throw it down.
Over 2.5 minutes now.
Starting to make my shots now. I have a 9.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Dragic with it. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. There's a good screen. Horford against Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Miami.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to beat
Let's all go to the line for 2
and see if they can keep this thing going.
Well, Chris, the NBA game is a game of superstition, and even if you aren't superstitious,
having my best free throw shooting in my career for sure. Any of these games I've played, my career, this is my best free throw shooting year.
Something that was there every night with you.
At least around 80%.
Well, about superstitions, Kev, I have one superstition, and it might sound weird, but it was to not have a superstition. So I'm a guy that can get caught up in routine.
Man, these commentators were so confusing
sometimes. If I played a great
sometimes.
game and I had something to eat, I wouldn't eat the same thing.
I wish they would
purpose
change them up
because I didn't
for
want
1 year.
superstition to control
Like, they're always
me.
the exact
wanted
same.
if
I don't understand why they can't switch it out
have the
sometimes.
food, if for some reason I got to the game late, I never wanted that to be in my head. And so my thing was, since early in high school, I tried not to have a superstition. But in saying that, you do have a routine. And my routine as I got older was, before I get to the arena, I'd read the notes of the game and all that good stuff, and I just sit in the hot
And Rozier knocks down a three.
That was the best
On a perfect pass.
At an older age, and that's really the only thing I can remember.
Apparently I didn't get an assist on it. It makes no sense. It should have been an assist.
Good story. Good story. Olynyk in the corner.
Olynyk for three.
And
gets it to go.
No time getting those 3 points back. Olynyk's got it all tied up now for Miami. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch.
As I go to the basket and lay it in again. 13 points.
For 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. Waiters up top. Outside Dragic. Seen by Olynyk. Free throw line jump shot.
I got my first rebound tonight.
You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 13. Back to Morris. Back off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight.
I was trying to go for three. That was not what I wanted to do at all.
Winslow
good defense there from Morris.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Nice, and I make a perfect pass again to Horford. Now Horford in that spot again.
One of his 5 shots tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside.
And I steal it.
Shots from close range.
Here's Mr.
Now I'm going to go and throw it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Seen by Olynyk. Dragic dishes to Waiters. Over Hayward. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Celtics leading by
again,
6.
I'm on the fast play, and I lay it in.
It goes in for
a great second quarter for me, and the Celtics go up by 8. 17 now for me in the first half.
Miami's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second
Let's keep getting on the damn break every time you miss a shot.
Winslow. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Over Morris.
Another miss for Miami.
Winslow's gone 1 for 5.
We go the other way.
20%.
Crossover out to Rozier. Rozier back to me. What, 3? They've been guarding me pretty good though.
To the left
bad pass.
It's stolen by Dragic.
First turnover for me tonight.
Shot to stop the drought.
Oh, that was a good pass. No, you can't make a wide open trick.
Boston shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Mr. Clutch, the pass.
Horford, who's had a great first half, continues. Al Horford for 3.
Continues to show us that he loves to dream.
With the assist by me.
One of the dependable scorers on the
6
team.
assists for me now in the first half. So I try to go for a double-double tonight.
Now look, Marcus Morris, he's a player who's never going to be a star when you look at the stats, but he brings a great amount to the team. Usually the heart and soul of the team is scoring multiple.
And that concludes the first half.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
You know, a lot of it is just seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, you know, making a decision from there. You know, I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, you know, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, DA.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks.
I didn't know I have an A-. Damn. Really had
Now
a
the
good first
second
half.
about to start up and begin any moment.
We're about to start the second half with the Celtics up by 7.
Effort here today.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
Irving is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Horford, and it's Hayward.
As Hayward 4 threes, and knocks it down. Gordon Hayward, and the Celtics go up by 10.
To extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do.
I got another assist, now 7 so far tonight. First time this, I think this game I've had more than 2 assists before halftime, and I end up having 6.
Waiters got 12. Boston leading by 8.
Boston a good shot.
Irving passed.
And see, they see these double teams, they keep that.
Down low, Tatum.
So I've been helping though, because they're keeping everyone else open, but for some reason Tatum's missed a wide open pick and roll.
So let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes.
As Olenek, we're all people. Olenek just blocks my shot.
In front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Now, and the lead has been cut to 3. As we gotta get back on our offense here.
Knows how to certainly get through to his team.
Good job on me here. I gotta get other people involved.
Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Waiter. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 17. Tatum passes to Mr. Clutch. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. And you look at Mr. Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
What a performance offensively. Something has
and the lead is cut to 1 and a foul.
Over this stretch. And you can sense things now starting to
a stunning freaking start of the second half.
Has become unstoppable.
This is a beautiful thing. They are really playing to the maximum potential of their abilities right now on offense. A scary place to be in if you're the D.
Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Celtics. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, into the top 3. And checking out Miami, they're at the bottom of the conference.
And for the Heat, there were fears.
Tatum for 3. No.
This season, those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Well, it's not really shocking, is it? Considering the makeup of their roster, they need a ton of help in many areas if they want to get it.
Waiters with 3. And that's collected by Mr. Clutch.
Where you'll see him miss such an open.
And Kyrie cannot grab the ball.
They get a hand on it.
And I steal that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Waiter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Irving.
Kyrie with a nice short move, but cannot finish.
The miss. Bosch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Land soft on the front of the rim.
Come on, I gotta take this. That's
7 points for Justice Winslow.
Well, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves.
So it's Miami now. It's a 1-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, overall, they played well enough to win, but their energy was just up and down. Too many miscues at key points of the game.
Johnson kicks to Waiters for 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 at 6. And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches.
Goran Dragic has checked in for Justice Winslow. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. Johnson draws the double. Johnson dishes to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. No good on the shot. Boston trails.
Son of a bitch.
That's the Heat on the break. Waiters leading the charge.
Too many turnovers. I get too many turnovers per game. One of the things that I've done bad this season, and an and one.
So the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Wells kicks to Brown. Tatum with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. There's Mr. Clutch. He's got 19. Shot clock at 6.
Right through him and right to the basket.
Is good. Mr. Clutch has got 21 in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Raiders against Brown. Johnson outside. Johnson at the elbow. Miami needs to get a shot off. Expanding his range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Tatum for 2.
6 points for Jason Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Gets the pass to Johnson.
Oh, wow.
Johnson attacking, and it's sent back by Horford.
How
and
do
he gets it back. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Boston. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season. And, you know, it doesn't matter where you line him up. Tyler Johnson has become a playmaker, you know, had to work his way into the NBA, but he has quickly established himself. Great threat off the bench who brings instant scoring.
Every time I try to go into the damn
catalyst
this guy cannot grab the ball.
He kicks to Beasley. Dishes to Dragic. Shoots over Wells. And again, it's the Heat missing. For the tie.
Yes, there you go, Wells.
Wells has got the game tied up here for Boston. And we wrap up the 3rd and looking to be an exciting 4th quarter. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
All right, put together.
All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Heat shooting at 51%. Really solid. On the floor for Miami, James Johnson is out there with Dion Waiters. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Beasley. And it's Dragic in at the point. Here's Beasley, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line.
That was easy.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, they bring back the entire squad.
Over here, you can see that.
Yeah, they bring back LeBron next. I was thinking this.
Good on the 2nd free throw.
An uneven trip to the line, but they do come away up by 1.
Boston shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Raiders against Brown. Johnson wide open. He fires.
Damn it.
Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 4.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Come on, Johnson.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Mr. Clutch.
There we go.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there. But
waiting for that foul call before.
We'll shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the 2nd half.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Johnson sets the screen for Dragic.
Oh, watch this Johnson kid.
Johnson with a screen on Brown. Waiters outside. He dishes it to Johnson.
Jeez. They're giving him the stand screen, and it's freaking working
No
out.
doubt about the
I can't get
consistency
back.
when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. The dish to Well. Here's Mr. Clutch.
And one, and one.
He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
26 points as they try to bring back the Celtics here.
Takes the contact, still
Bring back the points that allowed on that 2 double screen. They got them to wide up a 3. And he just continues it everywhere they can't finish.
Olynyk checked in. Tatum dishes to Well. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Celtics passing it around. He feeds it to Tatum. Over to the wing.
And no, that should be a foul, but you know, they're not going to call nothing.
Johnson right side to the middle. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Yep, that goes.
Definitely Olynyk can make that
The Heat lead by 4.
Gifted score around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Mr. Clutch. Lesson, and he keeps freaking doing. Oh, hell no. Come on, Johnson, come on.
And there's the feed to Olynyk.
The call timeout, they score here.
Back to Johnson. Outside Dragic. Beasley sets a screen for Dragic. Misses off the left iron.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to it.
There you go, Wells.
And Wells knows how to drop it in from deep. Whenever he has a clean look from downtown, he's going to get it up immediately.
Let's steal here. What the hell is this?
Outside Dragic. Screen by Olynyk.
Oh, nope. See again.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
Somehow Olynyk got the fucking wrong foul. That's bullshit.
That one on Horford.
Well, how about Kelly Olynyk? I mean,
Hopefully they brought Kyrie back in yesterday.
But he can step out and shoot pretty loud on his feet and can finish strong inside.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward comes in for Wells. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rozier. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Beasley. And it's Justin Winslow in for Johnson. Outside Irving.
Irving for 3. Nope.
And it's Miami with the rebound. And Chris, an
they're done. Good job guarding me
he's
here in the fourth quarter.
Whose arm span is less than his height.
Yeah, that is rather weird, and I'm sure that
Johnson is able to get whatever he wants. I
but
got
it does
to
affect his
Tyler
jump
Johnson.
He has a wet one, and he can get to the cup whenever he needs to.
You can't allow these wide open hoops. It's freaking the shot clock right now.
For the Heat.
He's come out strong to begin this half, and he's really found his stroke.
Let's see if I can get into this
Mr. Clutch, who's guarded by Johnson. Here's Hayward.
Hayward missed a wide open jump shot.
Four of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Okay.
No good from Dragic.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
I meant to give that to go on here. I mean, give that to Tatum, but okay.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Dragic.
Okay.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Irving. Down low.
Perfect pass, Kyrie to me.
It's Irving picking up the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Nice pass by Kyrie Irving. I always could trust him in the fourth quarter.
Screen by Olynyk.
Uncle Drew will always be there. I need him most. I always made a mistake by running too far underneath the basket. I was able to finish anyways. 3.
Lets it go from 11.
Okay, good defense.
No good.
Chance to tie, we make a 3. We're going to take a 3 right here. Try to tie, but it won't go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Johnson.
Good try there from Hartford.
Able to retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there.
They may have taken and they did take Tyler Johnson out, which
oh,
man,
he's been knocking it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And Miami making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Winslow dishes to Bosch.
Good offense by Bosch. Timeout Boston.
The Heat lead by 5.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Dion Waiters getting it done today.
And he is absolutely dialed in.
I love how Tyler Johnson is the player of the game for them right now while I'm the one who has 28 points. 29, whatever the hell it is right now. I know it's between those 28. We need to score here.
Boston, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Ask Mr. Clutch.
This is like a Kyrie shot because I don't want to shoot it at this point.
Back to Irving.
Good shot there. Kyrie. There you go, Kyrie.
Shot clock at 5. Launches it.
Kyrie for 3. I could have went to the basket, but decided to give it to Kyrie for 3.
Well, Irving is a knockdown three-point artist. Sensational in measuring these 3 points.
He's been the best 3-point shooter in the league this year, so I'd rather take a 3 points than get a layup. Tie. Should we get this 3? We got it down to 2.
Over Tatum.
And Bosch just continues to freaking
got 4 points this quarter.
Knock down shots.
Just a great screen by
guy was not supposed to be in this game. Is somehow.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to
Irving. Kyrie don't shoot that one.
Mr. Clutch. Back to Irving.
Horford for 3. No.
That 3 off the mark. The Heat leading by 4. Winslow kicks to Dragic.
Dragic for 2. Nope.
The quick look, no good that time.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Out to Hayward. The pass to Mr. Clutch. And Winslow comes to help. Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. Here's Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
May not get to 30 tonight. I gotta
hit them both.
They are not letting me get to the basket, and my jump shot is not smooth enough right now to be able to make, so.
Moving against Dragic.
If I don't get to 30 times, I've had a 30 thing most of these games. As Olenek's a huge miss there. No, Tatum, he's probably going to shoot that. Nope, decide not to. We got to make here. See, they keep trying to get to the basket. They're doing a good job. I definitely got pushed, but, you know, they're not going to call it. Oh, man. Not happy with my performance here in the fourth all right now.
Bosch, the screen.
As Waiters for 3. Nope.
No good that time.
Maybe he says that
the other way. In the corner, it's Hayward.
That's what I wanted to give to.
Pass to Mr. Clutch.
And a huge as I move right through the defense and knock it down. 30 points tonight for me.
All tied up now for Boston.
Just on a perfect pass from Hayward, able to get through the 2 defenders and get to the basket. Waiters for an answer and does.
Waiters got 16 points here in the second half. The Celtics are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Horford.
As Horford for some reason stole my ball.
Back to Horford. Inside.
That pass from Horford.
4-on-3 break.
Definitely, and this is one thing I hate about NBA2K this year, is that when it's the guy who makes the pass and made the bad pass, they still make the turnover on the guy who's supposed to catch it.
1:29 left in the fourth.
Makes no damn sense to me.
Good D by Irving.
A decent attempt at the rim right there. They're just simply off right now.
Celtics passing it around.
Pat to the basket, and another Kyrie move and gets the good to go in. 32 points, and the game's tied again.
From the face of the defense, he just didn't show up at all on that play.
My shooting has been good tonight. It's just that
Dragic kicks to 8.
I could be better. As I almost steal that, I should have.
Here's Olynyk.
And that is definitely not a foul, but, you know. Oh, man. Okay. Only missed one at least.
Toronto. In 7th grade, his family moved to Kamloops, British Columbia. He and Steve Nash were two notable players to come
I don't even know why we even care about what the Olynyk's been through. We all know Olynyk is
don't want to let this one slip away.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
And now I'll go to the line.
On the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on Goran Dragic.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Oh my God!
No good. A tough break there.
That really upset me.
Tying it up. They were a little disappointed that he couldn't give him the lead.
Miami no good on that time either.
Look, Camp, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
To take the lead.
Nope.
No good for Mr. Clutch. So it's Miami now. Raiders with the ball. Guarded now.
Apparently I'm going Chris Bosh, which is not a good thing on offense.
Raiders against Irving. Bosh can't get it to go. Now Irving. Horford with the screen on drop.
Hurry.
To the inside.
The basket lays it on! I knocked it down! A Celtics lead with 0.8 to go. Could be the game winner.
What's your take?
Just got to be able to stop Miami here. They know they're going to go for a last-second three. Wish I would have taken that shot early.
It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Olynyk! No! Celtics win!
No good.
I finish it off with another impressive game.
I mean, these are those.
Well, I guess I'm going to end this here for tonight. Had fun my first broadcast here on YouTube. I will be back most likely tomorrow. Hope you guys who were on here enjoyed my broadcast and my first broadcast here on my career. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.